What's happening YouTube? Jim here from Clockwork Industries. Welcome back to another quick rough cuts video. I was working on some panel comb threading. I broke my M4 thread mill and I was looking up how to do rigid tapping on the MX1100 since they have the encoder ring. New feature for this machine over the, well, with the BT30 spindle, they need that encoder for using the tool changer and everything. Opened up the doors for rigid tapping. So I was on YouTube looking into how you program it and stuff like that. It seemed pretty straightforward from Fusion 360, but I just wanted to double check and I didn't see many videos on it. I don't think I actually saw any specifically with an MX1100. I think they did a little bit in an NYC CNC video, but they didn't go in depth into the actual setting it up. And what I found out is it's actually even easier than thread milling, and it's a super great feature. I should have probably been doing it a while ago. Got into the process of doing it, and the encoder ring on my machine, you have this little bit of tape that covers it up, and I'm not sure if they're normally glued in, and just this one didn't happen to be. Well, the tape comes off pretty easily once all the oil and everything, you know, up and top, when the mist is flying off the flood coolant and it collects up there, it gets oily, and this tape came off and flung the magnet out. And I was talking to my buddy Travis, and he was like, it's probably in there, you can take a look. And I was like, there's no way, because it was, you know, I set up the ATC, the tool changer, within, you know, the first few days of assembly, and once that's set up, it doesn't need that encoder ring, or it doesn't need the magnet that's embedded in here anymore. You know, it's got the encoder device that's up there mounted inside, and then the magnet sensors in this ring that spins with the belt. So I assumed the magnet was gone, and then I happened to actually find it after I made a temporary fix. I just glued in my own neodymium magnet into the one that's already in there. I contacted Tormach about the problem and everything, and they got me a new one sent out, so I have a whole new encoder kit to install, but I just made it a quick fix just to try to test it out, and I was curious to see if it'll work. It did temporarily. I don't know how long the glue that I put in there will hold up, so as soon as it, you know, as soon as it defects again, I'm going to install this new kit that they got me sent out. I just wanted to go over the process really quick. It's insanely easy to set up in Fusion 360. I'm going to go ahead and grab the camera around. So literally all you have to do is set up a drilling tool path and set up your tool. So we have an M4 tap. All you do is plug in the pitch, which for 0.027559 basically is the pitch for an M4 screw. You can look up all these online. An M4 is actually M4 by 0.7. Well, that 0.7 is in millimeters. You convert it over. I think you could probably type in 0.7 millimeter in there, and it'll automatically convert it for you. I think that's actually what I did. And then once you have your pitch in here and you set up all your other parameters, you set up your tool numbers and everything, and you're good to go. All you do, I set this up as a right-hand tap. You see right here, the setup is the type. Let me see where I'm at. There we go. I set it up as the type as a right-hand tap. So the other thing is, if you're setting up a tapping cycle, you can choose what you want to do. If you want to do right hand, left hand, or just tapping. I have it on tapping. When you have it here, it will default to the type of tap that you set up. You can see there tapping. Tap right or left handed threads depending on the selected tool. So that's how I have mine set up right now. You plug in your RPM and then your surface feet. It'll automatically calculate this, and then it automatically calculates your feed rate that it'll go into the part with. So that's all I did. I got my pre-drill hole here, and then I have the tap there. So I have one setup here. I have a panel comb. I'm going to go ahead and run the tap, and yeah, and that'll be all for this video. I just want to do a quick one, and then talk about the live streaming and other stuff I got going on. So and then run this code here. I already got it all set up. Go ahead now, and it'll grab the M4 tap. I'm actually using it right here in a drill chuck. It's not an ideal tool holder for this. Excuse me. For this, if you're gonna set it up, you probably want to do it in like a ER collet or something. But yeah, it works really well. Like I was saying before the air nozzle interrupted me, if you are going to be doing a ton of holes in like bigger, like, you know, 1/4 20, 3/8, you're going to want to get a heavier duty setup for it. But just doing M4s and 632, 540, 440, that's what I'm pretty much doing most of the time. The drill chuck seems to hold up pretty easily. I'm also only really tapping in aluminum and acrylic. So yeah, that's pretty much all I wanted to do for this one. Just a quick video on rigid tapping in the 1100 MX. Super straightforward. I mean, I should have had that set up a while ago. Would have saved me a couple thread mills. And it's actually really predictable and easy. There's no, like, you know, with the thread mill, you kind of got to tweak your code a little bit to get, you know, walk it in and get that perfect thread. But with this, you just set it up and go. So I'm really happy. I'm going to be using this a lot more. So that's really all I wanted to do for this video. Thank you for watching. We're going to have a lot more content coming this year. It was off to a slow start. I was sick. My whole family was sick here. And then I had some dental work I had to get done. So the beginning of this year's been pretty challenging, to say the least. So I'm going to try to get a lot more content out. We just did a live stream last week. And that's something I'm going to keep rolling out. I'm going to be doing a live stream from the mod shop, live from the mod shop, just a solo show, kind of talking about machining, products, what's going on around here. I'm going to kind of take my shop updates and put it into the live stream. And then I'm also going to start talking to modders and other people in the industry and get their backstory on how they got into modding, or I might start talking to other machinists and stuff like that too, manufacturers, and getting into that kind of stuff, and get a podcast going on the channel as well. So stay tuned for all that stuff. Hit the notification bell so you actually get a notification when we do go live and stuff like that. So thank you guys. I'll see you in the next one.